Hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are in good health. I am back with a new research paper explanation for you today. So, let's get started.
Introduction. The concept of free will has been a central topic of philosophical debate for centuries, revolving around whether human beings have the capacity to make choices independent of external determinants. The belief in free will is deeply ingrained in many societies, underpinning notions of moral responsibility, legal accountability, and personal autonomy. Despite its philosophical complexity, most people intuitively believe they possess free will, a belief that supports social and moral order. However, with advances in cognitive neuroscience and psychology, the existence of free will has been increasingly questioned. Landmark studies, such as those conducted by Benjamin Libet in the 1980s, suggested that unconscious brain processes initiate actions before individuals become consciously aware of their decisions, challenging the traditional concept of free will. These findings have sparked a broader debate, extending beyond academia to popular media about whether free will is an illusion. The idea that free will might not exist has raised concerns about the potential societal implications of diminished belief in free will, such as a decline in moral behavior and personal responsibility. The role of free will. Belief in society. Belief in free will plays a crucial role in maintaining social order and promoting ethical behavior. It is commonly thought that if individuals believe their actions are freely chosen, they are more likely to take responsibility for their behavior, adhere to moral norms, and engage in pro-social activities. Conversely, if people believe that their actions are determined by external forces beyond their control, they may feel less responsible for their actions, potentially leading to unethical behavior, reduced effort in personal and professional endeavors, and a decline in pro-social attitudes. Given these concerns, researchers have explored whether belief in free will can be experimentally manipulated, and whether such manipulations have significant downstream consequences. This has led to a growing body of literature on the psychological effects of diminishing or enhancing belief in free will, with some studies suggesting that reducing belief in free will can lead to increased cheating, aggression, and reduced pro-social behavior, while enhancing belief in free will can have the opposite effects. Meta-analysis overview. The paper, Manipulating Belief in Free Will and Its Downstream Consequences, a meta-analysis, aims to synthesize the findings from numerous studies that have investigated the impact of manipulating belief in free will. The meta-analysis includes data from 145 experiments across 95 studies, providing a comprehensive examination of whether belief in free will can be effectively manipulated and what the consequences of such manipulations might be. The authors focus on two primary research questions. Can belief in free will be experimentally manipulated? Do these manipulations have significant downstream consequences, such as changes in moral behavior, social attitudes, cognitive processes, or emotional states? Methods of manipulating belief in free will. The studies included in the meta-analysis employed various methods to manipulate belief in free will, typically by presenting participants with arguments or information designed to either diminish or strengthen their belief in free will. Common methods include reading texts. Participants are asked to read essays or articles that argue either for or against the existence of free will. For example, some texts emphasize the deterministic nature of human behavior, drawing on neuroscientific evidence to suggest that free will is an illusion. Other texts promote the idea that free will exists and is fundamental to human agency and moral responsibility. Priming tasks. Participants are subtly primed to think about free will or determinism through word association tasks, sentence completions, or subliminal messages. These tasks are designed to activate thoughts about free will or determinism without explicitly engaging the participants in the philosophical debate. Media presentations. Participants watch videos, documentaries, or presentations that either challenge or support the belief in free will. For example, a documentary might explain how brain processes precede conscious decisions, implying that free will does not exist. Philosophical dialogues. Some studies involve discussions or debates where participants are exposed to arguments about free will and determinism. These dialogues are meant to engage participants deeply in the topic, potentially altering their beliefs. Downstream consequences of manipulating belief in free will. The meta-analysis examines the downstream effects of manipulating belief in free will, focusing on various psychological and behavioral outcomes. The primary areas of impact explored in the analysis include 1. Moral behavior and ethical decision-making. One of the most significant concerns regarding diminished belief in free will is its potential impact on moral behavior. The meta-analysis includes studies that measure the likelihood of participants engaging in unethical behavior, such as cheating, lying, or stealing, after being exposed to anti-free will messages. The findings suggest that reducing belief in free will is associated with an increase in unethical behavior. This is believed to occur because individuals who doubt the existence of free will may feel less responsible for their actions, leading to a weakening of moral inhibitions. Conversely, enhancing belief in free will has been shown to strengthen ethical decision-making and increase pro-social behavior. Participants who are led to believe in free will are more likely to engage in actions that benefit others, such as helping, cooperating, and sharing. This suggests that belief in free will may play a critical role in promoting social cohesion and moral responsibility. 2. Aggression and hostility. The analysis also explores the relationship between belief in free will and aggressive behavior. Some studies included in the meta-analysis found that diminishing belief in free will can lead to increased aggression and hostility towards others. This effect may be linked to a reduction in self-control and an increased tendency to attribute one's actions to external forces rather than personal choice. When individuals feel that their actions are not under their control, they may be more likely to act impulsively and aggressively. 3. Procrastination and motivation. Another area of interest is the impact of belief in free will on motivation and procrastination. The meta-analysis includes studies that examine whether belief in free will influences individuals' motivation to achieve their goals and their tendency to procrastinate. The findings suggest that a strong belief in free will is associated with increased motivation and reduced procrastination. When individuals believe they have control over their actions, they are more likely to take initiative and work towards their goals, whereas those who doubt their free will may be more likely to delay tasks and feel less motivated. 4. Cognitive processes and decision-making. The meta-analysis also investigates how belief in free will affects cognitive processes, particularly decision-making. Some studies suggest that belief in free will can enhance cognitive performance, leading to more deliberate and thoughtful decision-making. This effect may be due to the perception of agency and control that accompanies belief in free will, encouraging individuals to carefully consider their choices. In contrast, diminished belief in free will may lead to more impulsive and less rational decision-making, as individuals may feel less accountable for the outcomes of their decisions. 5. Emotional well-being. Belief in free will has also been linked to emotional well-being. The meta-analysis includes studies that assess the impact of free will belief on factors such as stress, anxiety, and overall life satisfaction. The findings indicate that individuals who believe in free will tend to experience lower levels of stress and anxiety, and report higher levels of life satisfaction. This may be because belief in free will provides a sense of control and purpose, which are important factors in maintaining emotional well-being. Conversely, those who doubt their free will may feel a lack of control over their lives, leading to increased stress and lower satisfaction. Interpretation of results. The meta-analysis provides a comprehensive overview of the existing research on the manipulation of belief in free will and its consequences. The authors note that while the findings generally support the idea that belief in free will can be manipulated and that these manipulations have significant downstream effects, the strength of these effects varies depending on the method of manipulation and the specific outcome being measured. One key finding is that manipulations that diminish belief in free will tend to have more pronounced negative effects on behavior and cognition than those that enhance belief in free will. This asymmetry suggests that the consequences of undermining belief in free will may be particularly detrimental, highlighting the importance of maintaining belief in free will for social and moral functioning. Limitations and future directions. While the meta-analysis provides valuable insights into the impact of belief in free will, the authors also acknowledge several limitations in the existing research. One limitation is the reliance on short-term experimental manipulations, which may not fully capture the long-term effects of changes in free will belief. Most studies included in the analysis measure immediate or short-term outcomes, leaving questions about the durability of these effects and their relevance in real-world settings. Additionally, The authors note that the majority of studies included in the meta-analysis were conducted in Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic, weird populations. This raises questions about the generalizability of the findings to other cultural contexts. Beliefs about free will and their societal implications may differ significantly across cultures, and more research is needed to explore these differences. The authors also call for more research on the mechanisms underlying the effects of free will belief. While the meta-analysis provides evidence that belief in free will can influence behavior and cognition, the specific psychological processes involved remain unclear. Future research should aim to identify these mechanisms and explore how they interact with individual differences, such as personality traits, cognitive styles, and cultural background. Implications for society. The findings of this meta-analysis have important implications for society, particularly in the context of education, law, and public policy. The belief in free will is often taken for granted, but this research suggests that it plays a crucial role in promoting ethical behavior, motivation, and emotional well-being. As such, efforts to undermine belief in free will, whether through scientific discourse, media representations, or educational practices, could have unintended negative consequences.